Hi guys, I hope you all are staying safe, happy, and healthy. Today we are going to do a lesson called Renaming Fractions. It is in your packet. In your packet, they have about 60 problems. We are not going to do 60 problems. We're going to do about 10 today. Make it easy on you. So let's get started. So one of the problems that you're going to see is going to look like this. This fraction is 9/15. So when we rename fractions, that just means that we want to reduce the fraction into its lowest terms. So rename is the same thing as reduce. And reduce means that we want to put it into our lowest terms. So there's two ways of going about this. There's the very easy way, and then there's the way that's going to take a little bit of work. It doesn't matter which way you do it, whatever way you'd like. I'm going to show you both. So the first way to reduce 9/15 is take your handy dandy calculator that you should all have and plug it in. So I'm going to turn my calculator on. I'm going to press 9. That's the top of my fraction. Then I'm going to find my fraction button. That's this n/d one right here. And on the bottom, I'm going to press 15. That says 9/15. When I press enter, it should give me the simplified version. That's 3/5. So 9/15 simplifies to 3/5. So let me show you the way. If you don't have a calculator, you can do this. What you need to do if you didn't have a calculator is you need to figure out a number that you could divide 9 and 15 by, besides 1, because 1 goes into everything. So I know that if I divided 9 by 2 and 15 by 2, that's not going to work. Neither of these numbers are even, so I can't divide them by 2. But I can divide them by 3. So if I divided the top and the bottom by 3, I would get 9 divided by 3 is 3. And 15 divided by 3 is 5. 3/5, just like I did in my calculator. Let's do one more. This one's going to be one of the bigger numbers, one of the harder ones, but I'm going to show you how to make it easier. So again, what you can do is you can just plug this number into your calculator. But before we plug it into the calculator, let me show you how to do it on paper. So if you notice, when I line these numbers up, I have 150 over 200. These last two digits are zeros, and if I remember correctly, zeros mean nothing. I can cross those zeros out. So now my fraction is 15 over 20. I like that one a lot better. That seems like a number. Those seem like numbers that I could find, that I could easily find something divisible by. I'm sorry, I can't talk today. If I remember my divisibility tests, I remember that if something ends in a 5 or a 0, I can always divide it by 5. So the number that I'm going to pick to divide both the top and the bottom by is going to be 5. So I know that 15 divided by 5 is 3. And I know that 20 divided by 5 is 4. So my answer should be 3/4. Let's plug this big number into the calculator and make sure that I'm right. So my top part of my fraction is 150. Press your n/d button to get to make it a fraction. The bottom of my fraction is 200. Press enter. I get 3/4. I was right. Now let's talk about really quickly plugging these into Buzz. When I type this into Buzz, I would type the 3. And then to make a fraction, this slash button is what I would want to do next. And then the 4. So when I type this in, let's see if I could pull up a little empty space here and show you. When I type this in, it should look like this. Okay? I hope you guys had a great weekend. I hope that helps. If you need any more help or anything doesn't make sense, just give me an email. I'll happy to help you through email, or we can always set up a Zoom. Have a great weekend, guys.